and the primary mission of the maintainer to ensure they properly maintain aircraft in order to put bombs on target. Lastly, the olive wreath surrounding the badge symbolizes the peace we defend through professional maintenance. There's no greater responsibility in the enlisted corps than that of an aircraft maintainer. As a result of successfully completing months of grueling academia and upholding stringent personal standards, you have displayed the skills and abilities required to enter our elite career field and become an F-16 aircraft avionics maintainer. Class 17007, prepare to graduate.
Left, Case. Forward, Arch.
Airman First Class, David Bellow. Airman First Class, Jean-Luc Clark. Airman Terrence Hoist. Airman Alfonso Nelson. First Class, Karsten Prock. First Class, Jesse Reynolds. First Class, Cody Richards. Airman First Class, Jordani Rivera. this point, I would like to take a moment and recognize the best of the best. The Area Education and Training Command has developed a student recognition program designed to motivate, recognize, and reward students for excellence in both academics and professionalism. The distinguished graduate is a graduate that is the top performer in the class. In addition to a 95% or higher academic average, we use the whole person concept and consider overall professional qualities such as leadership and followership abilities, oral and written communication skills, problem-solving abilities, and adaptability. Airman First Class Karsten Prock has met these stringent prerequisites and has earned the coveted Distinguished Graduate Award. The Flight Chiefs Award is presented to any student who scores 100% on 50% or more of the written test for their particular course. The student can have no written test failures and no serious disciplinary actions. Airman First Class Karsten Prock has met these stringent prerequisites and has earned the coveted Flight Chiefs Award. It is now time for comments by the primary instructor, Tech Sergeant Ryan Brennan.
All right, first off, I have a couple of letter of appreciations to read out here. This entire course requires motivation and determination to achieve academic excellence. It requires an intensive study of flight line procedures, theory of aircraft avionics systems, tracing of schematic and wiring diagrams, use of test equipment, troubleshooting and repairing avionics systems, and removing and replacing aircraft components. Student achievement such as this exemplifies our goal of producing quality graduates on all of our flight line avionics courses. So the first one I have here to hand out is for Airman Cody C. Richards. He attained 100% on 2 consecutive block tests. He got 100 on block 5, 6, 8, and 9, so he did it twice. All right, next up is A1C Karsten C. Prock. He got 100% on 4 consecutive block tests, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and he also got 100s on block 1 and 2. And last but not least, Airman Bello. Airman Bello got 100% on 3 consecutive block tests, 3, 4, and 5, and also on 9 and 10. You can come on up now. All right, before I get to these guys, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, all of the family and friends for supporting these guys. These guys, for the last 5 months between AVF and this course, a lot of you guys know that are going through our course now, it's not easy. They've gone through a lot of trials, tribulations, and it's a tough course. So your guys' support goes a long way for them. And their family, when they get to the next base here in the next coming weeks, it is very imperative for you guys to continue that support. They're going to face a lot of challenges. They're going to try to fit in. They have CDCs. They have to learn their job. So that continued support at home goes a long way so they can do their job. Kind of have their, mind at ease. And you guys, my first class. I think we can all agree we had our ups and downs, right? Yeah. I think on the just a little bit. On the very first day, my very first block, my very first objective, I remember starting to teach. I mean, maybe 2 slides in. I looked down and Airman Reynolds brought out a coloring book and crayons. Was coloring during when I was teaching, and I thought to myself, what did I get myself into? But no, you guys were great. After that, it was a steady increase up. I saw improvement everywhere. In the classroom, hands-on, and I couldn't be more proud of you guys. I never ever had to worry about you guys, bickering with each other, which surprised me. You cram these guys up in a small room for 4.5, 5 months. I know myself, I would, there's going to be some conflict sometimes, but these guys never once fought. And if they did fight, I didn't know about it. So I really thank you guys. You guys were an excellent class. Airman Hoyston Richards. All right, in a class where most of you guys are gamers, which I am not, you guys, I can always count on you guys for my daily sports talks. Richards, I've never met anyone that was so confident, even though your answers are usually wrong. You'll fit in very well at Shaw. And Airman Hoyst, Mr. Emotion. It's all right, smile every once in a while. You're going to go to Eglin, believe me, that is a very, very happy face. So you can show emotion every once in a while. But you guys were both great, hands-on, classroom. You guys were model students, and I know you guys are going to thrive well. Airman Nelson and Prock, you two are absolutely amazing. 3.5 months. Airman Prock, you were my class leader. I never once had to worry about you guys sleeping in class, anything. You guys took the initiative, kept the class in line in the classroom, and I really do appreciate it. It's not often that you can look at somebody in about 2 or 3 months and can tell that they're going to be a top-notch avionics technician, but I have no doubt you guys are going to excel. Airman Bello and Rivera, my class clowns. I'd always count on you guys to lighten the mood anytime that we're in class, things are down a little bit, you guys always lighten the mood. But when it's time to go, when it was time to study, when it was time to do hands-on, you guys were always dead on. You guys are going to do very good. I know you're going to Edwards. You're going to do great. You're going to go back to New Jersey in the Guard. So just keep that drive, keep that, harness that goofiness when you need to, but don't change. Airman Clark, we had a little bit of a rough start at the beginning, but it was all uphill from there. You really showed your character. You improved greatly, and I also do commend you on how hard an effort that you showed. Even though this isn't your aircraft, you didn't learn a thing about the CV-22, but you were always down for studying, always improved, and always helped others in the classroom, and I really appreciate that. So you bring that same application to England that you showed here of learning, you're gonna have no problem. You're gonna do great. And last but not least, Airman Reynolds. Let me say you are by far the most improved airman in this class. In the beginning of the course, every time I'd ask you a question, you would act flustered and have no confidence in yourself. But as time went on, I saw your confidence to grow, where you're eventually looking at me dead in the eye and delivering the correct answers. If you take that same grown confidence to Shaw, you're gonna do great. I just came from Shaw, so you gotta have confidence, you gotta know what you're doing, but you also you always worked hard in class. You take all those to Shaw, you'll do great. And I'll leave you guys with this. When you guys get to Shaw, be assertive. Always be the first one off the truck, always volunteer, and always and attach yourself to somebody that knows what they're doing. I know I've told you guys that all throughout the course, but you guys really need to do that. You guys do those 3 things, you'll be excellent airmen. This career field not only needs people right now, we need quality maintainers. So you bring those attributes to the line, I have no doubt every single one of you guys are going to be great. Again, everybody give Class 17007 a round of applause.
I would like to once again thank our family members and friends for attending today's ceremony. This concludes our graduation. Graduates, please form a single receiving line at the front of the room. At this point, I invite everybody to come forward and shake the graduates' hands. Thank you.
Is it this guy right here?
See you soon.
We got plenty of time.
Did I make it quick enough for you guys? Congratulations, everybody. Good job. Congratulations, it's been a pleasure. Congratulations. Do well. You're all good, too. All good, all right? Yes, sir. I'm warning you coming. Right? It's going to be great. Congratulations. Go back to the room real quick. Go back to the room real quick. I said, you guys, or you can do it, Gary. Just, you guys, just quick safety with you guys. I know a lot of you guys traveling and stuff and driving. Just be careful. Stay safe. You guys that are driving, don't do anything dumb. Don't speed. Don't crash. We've had people crash out of here. I think there's somebody died. Oh, that's me. No, don't worry.
No, so we actually had a student get shot on the way to next base.
Oh, yeah, you
He got pulled over and he just immediately came out of the car and was pulling his wallet out and got shot. So just don't do anything stupid.
Stay in the car if you get pulled over.